Hello, my fellow gardening gals and guys. Welcome back to my channel, Serenity Now Garden. My name's Jeannie, and we're going to do a spring garden tour. This is my backyard, part 3. Now, this is the biggest work in progress. So, as you can see way back there, we took out almost a half acre of an invasive buckthorn. So, I'll kind of take you on a tour here, but like I said, keep in mind it's just a work in progress. That's my neighbor's property on the right with the fencing. So I just put in these 8 common lilacs about 4 years ago. This is the first year of blooms. So I got these for 75 cents each. They were only a foot tall. They were single stemmed, and this is the 4th season. So this is what they grew into. So I'm excited about that. This is just some Phlox Paniculata against the house. My husband's kind of cleaning the AC unit there, so trying to avoid that. And I didn't get around to weeding all the way yet, so it's a work in progress, like I said. So going down this way here, we have some Autumn Joy sedum. I might give that the Chelsea chop next week, just so it grows in really full. Right next to it, we have Thunderhead sedum, which is smaller than the Autumn Joy, and it has purple stems and purple flowers in the fall. So, and then it just repeats the pattern. Autumn Joy, Thunderhead, Autumn Joy. So I'll kind of look at the back here from this view. That tree right in front of me, we just put in. It's a Showy Mountain Ash. We just put that in the fall. So I'm filming this end of May. Look at this. It will get these white flowers. They're not fully bloomed yet. They're just forming. And in the fall, those turn into like orange berries. It really pops. You could see it from like a mile away. It's a gorgeous tree. It's like 20 by 20. This is just up against the house. Like I said, don't mind the weeds. It's spring cleanup still. So that's a Millennium Allium there. We have 3 of them. Kind of see where we're at here. Let me just go down the row. Millennium Allium, you'll see it all through my garden because it's my favorite plant. It will bloom in midsummer through the fall. That's a Dakota Burgundy Penstemon. So those will get flowers on it, like a burgundy pinkish flower. Just put those in last year, not fully established yet. Another Millennium. This is a Midnight Masquerade Penstemon. So a little bit darker foliage than a Dakota Burgundy, and these will get like kind of like a lilac color, lavender color flowers. Another Millennium. Just your run-of-the-mill variegated hosta there. I have them all over my yard because I split like 5 huge plants and they made like 50 plants. So this is just a little island here of 2 maples and a cottonwood tree. My coworker gave me these common irises. We don't know what color they're going to be yet. It's going to be purple, yellow, maybe a mixture. Who knows? First year, so I'm excited to see that. This right here is a half-eaten hosta. This is what happens if I don't use liquid vents on everything every like week. So we have a lot of deer since we're just adjacent to the wetlands there. This is an astilbe, not positive what kind yet. Once these astilbes bloom, I'll do another video. You'll see them all throughout the yard. There's another one there, kind of going down the other side towards the back. And there's that variegated hosta again. Kind of turn back here. I believe this is a Substance Hosta, so it'll be a pretty big one. I really want it to kind of fill in this area. Let me kind of look up here so you could see where we're at. Part 2 of the garden tour. I did a video of my side yard, and this is my side yard there. You can see there's a Sun King Aralia right in front of us. So that's where we're at. I'll put a link to part 2 in the description if you want to see that, if you haven't yet. This is a Humpback Willow Hosta. I just put it in last fall, so I don't know how big it's going to get, but it is supposed to get 7 feet across, so we got to see that. So we're going to go down the line here pretty fast because it just rotates the pattern. It's just variegated hosta, astilbe, variegated hosta, astilbe. This is kind of a boggy area sometimes in the spring, so these plants always do well. And some Sun King Aralia back there. It's one of my favorite shade plants, and the deer do not touch it, but it pops. You'll see that all throughout my garden as well. This is chocolate chip Ajuga. I just needed some ground cover to kind of take over a little, just to keep out all the buckthorn seedlings. We got rid of almost a half acre of buckthorn, and yeah, the seedlings stay viable for like 5+ years. So I gotta keep weeding. Another Sun King back there, Astilbe, variegated Hosta. Another Astilbe, that one gets kind of tall. You could see these are quaking aspens. And yeah, that buckthorn's just all mulched up. We did that this past winter. Variegated Hosta. I don't know what variety this is. If you guys could tell me, it's on the blue side, but look at how the leaves are a bit wavy. Totally forgot. More Ajuga there. Another Astilbe. Another variegated Hosta. Another Sun King back there. This is a Fragrant Bouquet Hosta. If I don't keep these sprayed, they will be gone. The deer just love them. More Ajuga. Another Fragrant Bouquet. Bunch of buckthorn seedlings in the back that'll end up taking care of eventually. A tree fell in this hosta because we had a really bad storm a couple weeks ago. I think that's a summon substance next to it. I'm not positive. That's a guacamole right in front. So there's their big root ball. We had 2 trees there, cottonwood trees, that just fell over on this whole area. They're cut up right there. I'm going to move all those logs sooner or later. Like I said, work in progress. There's some Dakota glow or Burgundy glow Ajuga. That's the Guacamole Hosta right there. I love Burgundy glow Ajuga. So really pops in the spring. Another Astilbe. This is one of my favorite blue hostas, a Halcyon Hosta. Just that powdery blue is just so gorgeous. I think that's a summon substance possibly. I got a lot of these for like $5 at Walmart like 2 years ago, and I did not keep the tags. Another Astilbe, more Ajuga. That I believe is a Fragrant Bouquet, but I'm not positive. And a big root ball in the back. And then there's the 2 variegated Hosta I have all over. More Ajuga. That's an ostrich Astilbe. And then more Hostas. So this, since the water table is pretty high back here, we decided to put a willow to soak up some of the water. And I decided on this Golden Curls Corkscrew Willow. It's got these corkscrew branches that are just really interesting. So can't wait to that. Gets about 20 by 20. And let's take you back further so you can kind of see this area. We just got rid of, like I said, all of this buckthorn. I'm going to put a vegetable garden here with raised beds since it can flood a little in the spring back here. So we'll have it fenced in to keep the deer out. But it might be about 20 by 10 or 15, maybe. Not positive yet. I think we're going to have 3 big raised beds. Let's walk back here. This is all the buckthorn mulched up. We have some brush piles there we're going to burn. We got a little bench there. If you see behind that, that's canary grass. That's also invasive. So we're going to have to do something with that too, but we'll see. We got a lot on my plate right now. So we want to put a mini orchard back here, like with some apple trees and things. This is where that depression is with the canary grass. There is like a little creek that runs back here in the spring. It dries up in the summer. Some like shrub willows in there. There's not sure what kind of trees those are. I think they're elm. So yeah, the creek just, and then there's more quaking aspens behind that. So now looking back at the house, we're gonna kind of walk back towards it. So you could see there is a lot of stuff to do. I will have content for my channel for years to come, I think. So, but you know, that's the journey is the fun part. So I hope you join me and see how this garden evolves over the next decade. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you can give me a thumbs up or consider subscribing so I could grow my community, that would be awesome. And happy gardening, everyone. Take care.